guys, it's me Vanessa. I'm making a video for my week 100 post-op VSG surgery. Back in January of 2014, I was at my highest weight of 280 pounds. I had surgery March 13th of 2017. I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy and I started at 235.2 pounds and currently, I am at 145.8. So that is a loss of 0.4 for the week, a loss of 89.4 since surgery, and a total loss of 134.2 pounds from my very highest weight. Now, I'm very happy. I'm extremely happy with my weigh-in. And the reason I say this is not necessarily because I lost weight. I lost weight, yes, I lost only 0.4, so it was less than half a pound. But the struggle was real this week. I really struggled, especially this past weekend, and it kind of just shows that if I'm consistent and if I really think about food in a completely different way and I don't stress about it, like if I'm hungry, I eat and I don't worry about it, the weight's just gonna follow. It's gonna land where it lands. As long as I'm not gaining large amounts of weight, I'm not really worried. So it all worked out. I'm very happy. I'm getting closer to 145. And I will go more into that in depth in a minute because I just want to talk about how week 4 went as far as this program. And I have 2 weeks left. That is it. So for the very first phase, each phase is 2 weeks. So I started with just commit with Transform 20. So I was committing to 2 weeks, making sure that I stuck to my workouts and my diet plan, and that was my main focus, right? And then so this next 2 weeks was climb. So this is the time where I up the intensity, I make sure that I'm still sticking to everything. So I've already committed to it, so I might as well just continue, right? And then these last 2 weeks, which I'm in right now, is the conquer phase. This is the phase where it gets hard, it gets challenging. And this is also the time that a lot of us kind of die down as far as dieting. We start to make, I wouldn't call it bad habits, but old habits. Old habits start to return. We start to grab things that, you know, necessarily aren't the best for us, and we change our eating habits. And we make choices that are not the smartest. And so this is the time where I really need to dial it in and make sure that I stick to my plan and that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing to get towards the goals that I want to reach for this program. And so my focus this next 2 weeks is to continue, do the workouts. I'm going to continue running. I'm up to 1.5 miles each day, so I do 3 miles a week. And I'm going to continue doing that throughout the last 2 weeks of this program. And I'm just going to give it my all. Yeah, that's it. Just going to give it my all. I'm going to do my best, and that's it. I'm not going to worry about anything else, right? The weight loss will happen, and that's kind of what I want to talk about today. And if you're interested, at the end of this video, I will tag on my what I eat in a day to lose weight. So like what I've been doing lately that has helped me drop 8.2 pounds so far in 4 weeks. So you will get a glimpse of what my diet's like. But I want to talk about this weekend. This weekend was hard for me. So on Friday night, I have half of a pint of Halo Top. So got that, no problem. And then it was coming on Saturday night where I had my other half and I was still hungry. So they have the new complete cookies that are single serving instead of the full serving. And sorry if you can hear my stomach. The one thing after surgery is my stomach always makes noise when I eat a lot of vegetables or fruits. And so I just finished a vegetable scrambled egg. And so my stomach just does this. So yeah, it's making noise. That's part of the surgery. It's crazy. Every time that I do any type of fibrous food, my stomach just goes crazy. But okay, so back to what I was talking about. So Saturday night I had a complete cookie. So it's, instead of the 400 calories for the full cookie, it's 200 calories for like half the size. It's just a smaller cookie, right? In its own package. and I did okay. So that's what I stuck with. And I even had it was like a flavored water, which was like only 10 calories for the whole bottle. So no big deal, right? And then Sunday came and I was still hungry. And I'm not talking about like, oh, I want junk food, I'm craving stuff. I'm talking about like legit, I felt like a bottomless pit again. And it's that time of the month. Every time, you know, my monthly time comes, I feel like this, like I can never be satisfied with the food that I eat. So I stuck with all my eating, ate everything I was supposed to eat, my healthy diet, that type of thing. I even had a 1 bar and then I had a Celsius drink. So I was eating just my normal, like what I normally eat. And then it was around lunchtime. I was like, well, okay, I'll have a Cadbury egg. I really want it. So I had a Cadbury egg. I also had a peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter egg. So I had those two, right? And then I had dinner. I had my PM snack, I had dinner. I was still hungry. It was still like ravenous. I was hungry. So I had these cookies, like a box of cookies that I had. It was from Canada. It was the maple cookies. And I wanted to try them. So I'm like, okay, I'll just have those. So I had those. Those were about 270 calories, I think, for the whole box. So it wasn't too bad. And then after I was done with that, I was still hungry. And I even had that with tea. So I was like, well, let me have these cookies with tea. Maybe that will satisfy my need, my want. So it finally came to the end where I'm like, you know what? Let me have some cereal. So I had some cereal. I had a cup of cereal. I had this cinnamon apple crunch cereal that has been in there forever because I haven't been eating it for the past 4 weeks. So before it goes stale, I was like, well, let me just have a little cup of cereal. So I had the cereal and that helped. So my goal for this week is just to get right back on plan. I went out today to grocery shop. I did not have a coffee, even though I really, really, really wanted one. I stuck to it. I did not eat anything off my plan, off track. So I'm feeling a little bit better today. So I think me giving in to those foods yesterday kind of helped me to get back on track and feel complete and done with it. So I've been eating no problems, on track. I still have a PM snack and my dinner for tonight. So yeah, I think I'll be good. So yeah, my focus is just focus on 145. And that's another thing I want to talk about is the fact that I don't know how low my weight will actually go. I have been really going back and forth between 145-ish to 147. And I noticed that my body just likes to stick around the 145 to 146 range. So what I plan to do is just to focus on 145 because I've hit 145 twice already since doing this program. So I want to get to 145 and then just worry about that. And then depending on where my body wants to land, where it wants to be, I'll just go with that after. So the goal would be to be under 145, not necessarily at 140 or whatever. I just want to keep my weight under 145, 150 be my no-no spot, so that way if I travel, move, holiday, vacation, whichever, if I get up to 150, no big deal. I just work on getting back down to 145 and under 145. So that is my goal. I feel the best right now at 145. So I'm sticking with that. When I do 80-day obsession, I'm not sure. I'll see between there. But as far as everything else is going really well. Yeah, I'm very, very happy with my progress so far, and I just can't believe how controlled my mindset was yesterday, especially when I was struggling with wanting food and eating and eating and eating. I just kind of like sat back and said, you know what, this will pass. No big deal, get through today, have this and this and this, and then you're good, you're fine. And this morning's weigh-in was perfect. This is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see progress, not necessarily perfection, I just want to see progress. And I got that, and so I'm very, very happy, and I feel proud. I feel proud that I stuck to it, that I didn't allow myself to feel bad like I was a bad person for enjoying a few treats that I haven't had in like 4 weeks. Because this isn't about perfection. This is about just being the best that I can be and making the best choices that I can make. And so that's exactly what I did. I listened to my body. It said I wanted food. I ate food, and I still pretty much, I lost. I didn't maintain. I lost weight this week. So everything's going well. I'm still tracking on my planner right here. 2 weeks, you guys. I only have 2 weeks left. So I'm going to end here. I'm going to add my what I eat in a day. So if you guys have any questions, definitely add them to the bottom, the comments, and let me know if you have any questions on, like, I don't know, like recipes or what I like in particular to eat, what plan I follow, that type of thing. Right now I'm just eating a balanced diet. I'm not doing any crazy restrictive things. So I eat carbohydrates, I eat fruits, I eat vegetables, and I eat regular protein and fat. So nothing is taken out. I eat what I want, and then the weekends I enjoy occasional treats if I want it, and that's it. So you guys take care. I will talk to you all next Monday. Bye. Good morning, everyone. I want to record what I eat in a day, so that way you guys can see what I do each day to lose weight instead of just maintenance. I do have my shake this morning at 6 a.m. So right here I have 6 ounces of the unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and this is the one that I use. But the reason why I use 6 ounces instead of a cup is because I like to use 1 ounce for my coffee and 1 ounce for my tea. So that is why I do that. And then I add just the rest water to add liquid. And then I have my shake. So what I do is I use 1 scoop of protein powder for my shake. That's it. And then mix it up in a shaker cup. And that is my breakfast every morning. I usually will blend in like bananas, spinach, or kale, and then add, you know, whichever, like peanut butter, or whichever thing that I would like to add to it. But this is it for now, because I am on a more strict regimen. So this is my breakfast, and that's it. All right, so it's 9 a.m. and I want to share a little bit about portion control and what I usually have for my AM snack. I do have a coffee, which is just a regular cup of coffee with 2 tablespoons of the unsweetened vanilla almond milk, the same milk that I use for my breakfast. But I also wanted to show you, I have 1 cup of berries right here, and then also I have 3/4 cup of the low-fat cottage cheese. And so I mix these. But if I were just to say I would have just cottage cheese and berries and not measure them out, they wouldn't be the exact amount that I needed. And so for portion control, it's very, very important to do this and to make sure that you are staying on track with your portions, because for one, for us who have had weight loss surgery, it can be very hard to get in the right amount of food. And so having that right balance that you really need, that's why it's important to measure. And then those who have never had surgery, who have your normal size stomach, sometimes you can be overdoing it and not really know it. But here is what I have for my snack. And so you see it fits really nicely in this bowl. This is just one of those toddler Gerber bowls. And so this is what I have for my AM snack. All right, so here is my lunch. This is one of my favorite meals every day, and this is why I'm so consistent with this particular meal. Plus, I like the combination right before a workout, so that's why I'm having this particular meal. Now, in here you can see I have my 1 egg scrambled, and then I also have 1/2 cup of spinach and 1/2 cup of mushrooms. And then I mix all that in, and with the seasoning, I actually use this lower sodium adobo. You can see that. So that's what I use for that. And then I have here 2 strips of the turkey bacon, and then 1 Ezekiel toast with some peanut butter, and then I just use the Smucker's natural peanut butter. My nutritionist told me that any peanut butter with the oil that settles on top is the one that you want to choose. She does not recommend, actually a lot of nutritionists do not recommend the PB2. They said get healthy fats from the actual peanut butter. So that's what I get. But I do want to show something as far as spinach. So I get this bag of spinach. It's just a large bag of spinach, but it can go bad very quickly if you don't use it fast enough. So what I do, and I found that this works for me, is I just fill up a freezer bag with the remaining spinach that I need to freeze. I freeze it and then I use it every day that I need to, you know, add more spinach to my stuff. It's already frozen, and then in the skillet it will kind of thaw on its own, and so it mixes really nicely. And so that's what I normally do. And yeah, that's my lunch. And as you see, this is the finished product, and it's quite a bit of food, and so that's why I enjoy this particular meal. Especially the toast helps right before a workout because it gives me those carbohydrates that I need for energy. So yeah, lunch is served. All right, so now I'm having my PM snack, and what I have here after my workout is a cup of bell peppers, and then I added some feta. It's about a 1/4 cup of feta, and then just sliced apples in my purple container, and this is also a cup. And then what I want to share is that whatever leftovers I have of my cut bell peppers and apples, I just put in one of these bags, and then I just put it in the fridge and then use from there. But what I like about how I don't have to necessarily count calories is that once the apples are done and I change to, let's say, another fruit, I just fill this cup up full with whatever fruit is left. And so I don't have to worry about what percentage is an apple, and then let's say what percentage is a pear. Same goes to when I have my berries or any type of different kind of fruit, I just fill it up. Same with vegetables. So I don't have to be exact when it comes to calories. And I kind of like the fact that I do not count calories. I just make sure that I have a certain amount of vegetables, certain amount of fruits a day, a certain amount of carbs and protein and healthy fats. And that's all I focus on, not necessarily on getting particular calories in. But yeah, that's lunch. That's snack. And then I am going to add a tea right after I'm finished with this snack, and then I will show you when that time comes. All right, you guys, it's time for my tea. You guys, this is a lifesaver. I don't know why I waited so long to get one of these kettles, but I use this for tea. I use it for oatmeal or whichever like instant stuff that I have to heat up. I also use it when I make either like chicken or a beef bouillon. And so this is perfect. And then what I'll do is I will let the tea sit for a little bit. And then once it's at the perfect darkness, I will add a little bit of milk to it. And this is what I have for my PM snack. Okay, so before it gets dark, I want to go through a little bit about the difference between me eating Monday through Thursday and then the weekends. So as you see, I have very structured eating throughout the day where, you know, breakfast, my snacks, both snacks, AM and PM, and then my lunch and my dinner are pretty much the same. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I actually change things up by doing everything that I normally do, but I include something else. And so for Friday and Saturday of each week, I split one of these Halo Top ice creams. So I will do half tonight, which is Friday, and then the other half on Saturday night. And then on Sundays, what I do is I add a 1 bar, which I'll have one of these, and then also one of these Celsius drinks. And so this is kind of my form of a treat weekend where, you know, I allow myself to have something that is not the norm on my diet, where I can enjoy something, but it's in a better portion control, but it's also a better sugar control, because the Halo Top, this one right here, so 4 servings in this one container, it has 4 grams of sugar per serving. And so you're seeing that this is way better than the option of getting a donut or something, you know, that is higher in sugar. And because I'm only having half of this, so each serving I'm only having 8 grams of sugar instead of like 50 plus. And then I like these 1 bars because these, I believe, have 1 gram of sugar. Yeah, this has 1 gram of sugar. And this is perfect for when I'm out. We go to church in the morning, and then after I go grocery shopping. And so before having lunch, I just have this and then the Celsius drink. So that way it tides me over before I have lunch around 2 p.m. on Sundays. So it really helps me to stay on track, and it gives me something to look forward to. Like this, I'm so excited to try this. This one is peanut butter cup, which I will be doing a review on my page, my Facebook and Instagram. So if you're not following me there, follow me under Cessa Lopez. But yeah, I do a review every week of my Halo top, so I'm excited. I'm really excited to try this one. And this one is actually a dairy-free one, so this is gonna be different from what I've tried before. But yeah, so this is pretty much what my day looks like, and then I just still have to record dinner when I have it, and then I will be having my Halo top, the half of this pint, for like a night snack. All right, so I have dinner here, which is 1 whole wheat waffle. I have leftover of the turkey meatloaf, and then I have 10 olives and then a cup of kale. And this is a very big and healthy and hearty dinner. So this is yummy. All right, so I'm finishing today with one of these. It is the Halo Top Peanut Butter Cup. I'm going to be doing a review on my page.